Libra, welcome. This is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. It is an energy reading and it is timeless tarot. So you call the reading into you. When you're meant to hear it. So it's a week ahead tarot card reading. It's a timeless tarot card reading. You call it into you. And this is where we begin, Libra. Really interesting. Really interesting. This is a tough thing for Libras. Read it. Set healthy boundaries. This week, it's going to be necessary. And it's not like the universe is giving you this message in defeat. It's giving you this message so that you win. Remember, it casts out for the week ahead. So setting healthy boundaries, 3. 3 is a number of balance, not 2. 3. That is what's going to bring you to your highest state of being, which is balance. That's what you master. But you're going to have to set those boundaries. And now you know it. And that's the key from the universe is saying you want to be successful, set the boundaries. Does it really work for you? Or are you just saying that it does because you want to keep the peace? Peace is balance. And if you're not considering yourself in the equation, then that is not a balanced equation. You must consider yourself and set your boundaries. And that is what's going to balance the equation and bring you peace this week. Libra, remember that I make a new Libra video every single week. So please remember to subscribe to this channel and then ring that notification bell so that you know when I go live, when I upload your favorite content, when I put something in the community feed, some sort of announcement. All these wonderful things are happening. And if you subscribe and select all notifications by ringing the all notifications bell, you will get all that information. And I hope you do. And if you're looking for a personal reading, I do those as well. Please check out my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, and you can book and schedule right over there. There's a lot of different services that I offer. Just choose the one that's right for you. You'll have your answers within 24 hours. We're ready. Libra. Let's cleanse the energy. Okay, Libra. Let's see what else has to come out. What do you want Libra to know, God? What do you want Libra to know? Okay. So leading up to set healthy boundaries, we had life is a mystery. So you're in a situation that was not clear, and it may have been ever shifting. And then we had lay a solid foundation. This is Virgo energy, not knowing how to do it. Maybe it was brand new to you. Or having information hidden from you so that laying a solid foundation is almost like trying to build in a fog. That kind of energy. And then love is all around, which is Gemini energy. It's almost like there was some communication that came in, lovey-dovey communication, flattering communication, stuff that made you happy, but ultimately it's still rocky and unsure, and an uncertainty around something that you feel there's a lot of potential in, but it's still shifting, and it is good potential. And I think that that's why we're at this point, which is why the universe is saying, now, Libra, you need to set healthy boundaries. Because this is really wonderful energy, but it's very mutable energy. And mutable energy needs to be given shape and form. And cardinal energy is the one that makes those decisions, and you're the cardinal. So please do start setting those boundaries. Now, healthy boundaries, what is that? Sometimes a healthy boundary is the Great Wall of China. Sometimes a healthy boundary is no boundary at all. Sometimes a healthy boundary is a stone fence, a stone wall. Sometimes a healthy boundary is a white picket fence. Sometimes it's a barbed wire frickin' fence, like a 12-foot high steel barbed wire. What is the healthy boundary in this situation? And that's what you're being asked to think. And it's not that difficult of an answer. You already have the answer. Your heart is going to tell you what's right and what's wrong. And I guarantee you that it's going to be, let me just show you the card. There was one more card that we still have to have seen. You're gonna, like, it's gonna be difficult for you because there's a little bit of fear involved when you set a boundary. There's a little bit of fear in that, but they won't like me. Or, you know, you can't talk to an interviewer that way. You can't tell them how much money you really want. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but if you want the outcome, because there's interest here, right? And maybe you don't completely understand it. And maybe that's why it's new, it's different, or it's, like I said, there's still something here in flux. We're going to get that answer. I just want to clarify this card. But ultimately, there's a sense of you don't really need to know. Maybe the ambiguity is that you need to give it form. And the setting the healthy boundaries is you doing so. Let's flip over this card for be generous of spirit. This is be courageous, my love. You have 37. 3 plus 7 is 10. Be the penultimate and be the completion. This situation is looking beautiful and looking bright. What you need is courage. And your courage, and what I tell you, comes from your heart chakra. Your courage, that's where courage is found. Being generous of spirit is being generous to believe in the situation so much that you know that you have a right to be there and you have a right to tell the truth about what you want out of being there. You have to have the courage to have that self-esteem this week. You have to have the courage to believe, I deserve this. That's the foundation of our reading. What is this life is a mystery, Bobcat energy? What is that? Five of Swords. There was some sort of defeat. So something was basically making you feel a little bit insecure because you thought something was over or something was finished or something there was stuff that messed it up. There was issues. Let's just say that there have been issues, and yet somehow communications came through, information came through. There was a way to work through it or still move on. And yet those boundaries this week are going to have to be set, and be brave enough to believe you do deserve things, Libra, and you deserve things in your life on your own terms. So let's do the 7-day spread where I'm going to draw cards for each of the 7 days of this week. And whatever time you start watching this, that's the day one. Let's start with day one. What's going to happen or be revealed on day one, God? So we have the Two of Cups. There is a connectivity here, a connection, a chemistry. Let's just put it that way. At the very least, in a general reading, the Two of Cups suggests chemistry. Chemistry between you and another party. Yes, this can be romance. It could also be professional. It's like the both of you are compatible. You acknowledge the compatibility. You feel it. It's there. So this is a beautiful connection and beautiful chemistry. It's still only a 2. So that means that there's still balance that needs to be found. There's still balance that needs to be struck. And there's still a lot to work through. But it is a confirmation that there is chemistry. That there is, you're correct. So confirmation that there is, you know, both of you want the same thing. Let's put it that way. What about day 2? What about day 2? We have defeat. Shit. And it's looking back at day 1. So that's the troubling. That's where it shows up. This sense of you thought something was going to happen so wonderfully. And then guess what? Problems, issues arise. Issues. Okay, day 2. Maybe because of a new offer. Or if we read this together, this, whatever happened on day 1, defeats all new offers. It keeps you looking, it keeps you from looking for something new. It keeps you looking for it keeps you from looking for something new. But let's clarify. Let's clarify. Which direction do we go with this, God, for Libra? Just clarify. So we have 6 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles. There's something here from the past that is very well established, that is messing up a future opportunity. That's where the defeat is coming from. It's coming from whether it's a past relationship or a past job. The 6 of Cups, guys, it really means you're always remembering things better than it was. So it's almost like a nostalgia for something that has been set in stone. And somebody doesn't want to be at the 2 of Pentacles. Now everything is in flux. Like everything seemed all perfect and so right. Or somebody's having a hard time letting go of what used to be really well established. And that's why it's defeating all new potential. The good thing about day 2, because I know, if you're like me, you're like, fuck day 2. No, this is when it comes to notability. Like this is when it becomes noticeable. And it needs to become noticeable. Because there's still this beautiful chemistry here. But this is not going to be able to go anywhere without this shit right here getting the fuck out of the way. And the first step is you've got to notice it. You've got to see it. And this is when I think it becomes visible. What about day 3? Now we have 5 of Wands. Good, because in some ways we needed the arguing. We needed it to be visible and see all the crap that's getting in our way. That had to be made obvious. Right? And now it is. And there's just a lot of being thrown at us, maybe even competition. And that's why things aren't going anywhere. You know what this means? Somebody's got to make a damn choice. Somebody can't keep entertaining all these possibilities. Somebody's got to make a damn choice. How do you want us to fix day 3, God? What do you want us to do about it? Because that's what it is. It's too many voices. That's why things aren't moving forward. Too many people are having a say. When in reality, I don't think they should have a say. The only people that should be having a say are the ones here. You know how everybody likes to put their 2 cents in. So what do? Ace of Wands. Got to start over. Got to start from scratch. Got to begin again. Or got to trust. This is when you're handed the baton. How? I know, I got this pimple here. How? What about day 4? How? In the past, there's somebody hypercritical. Hypercritical, or could have been you, hypercritical of yourself. This is a very negative energy. It's somebody who is mean and cruel with their words, or manipulative with their words, or very unsure of themselves, or unclear of their own mind, and therefore they become defensive. Okay, so what's day 4? How do we clear this up? It's almost like I need time to think. I need time to clear my head. That's a good sign. I'll tell you why it's a good sign, because it means that somebody finally realizes something's getting in the way here and I don't like it. Something's not right. That's why you're being told to set healthy boundaries. You're going to need to set healthy boundaries. you're going to need to set healthy boundaries. Okay, day 5. Day 4 is just like assess how you feel. And then we have the King of Cups here, day 5, as in owning the feelings. It's like, let somebody sit, or you sit in contemplation for a second to decide what's right for me. Because by the 5th day, you'll know. And this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but this is the mastery of your own emotions. So giving yourself that time and realizing that you've got to do things differently is very important here. So this whole week is almost about learning why setting healthy boundaries is so important, and it is. But first discovering or realizing that it has to happen because you could easily get taken advantage of in this situation where you don't know that you're being used because you're comfortable in it. This is when there's like a sense of enlightenment and realization of, oh, I don't need to settle for this. This has actually been my choice in the situation. But this is when, day 5 is when feelings become clear or competent. Certainty in those feelings. What about day 6? There's abandonment here. There's being left behind. Feeling completely abandoned. Libra. Is it you that decides to leave somebody behind? Let's get day 7. We're going to hold this. Day 7. How does this resolve? How does this resolve? How does this resolve? How does this energy, day 7 energy, how does it resolve? Okay. Okay. How does it resolve? I just want to be clear. How does day 7, how does the situation resolve? Okay, now let's get, because day 2, we have, it's almost like justice is served and somebody gets left. And somebody finally gets like disconnected from. Or you finally realize that you have to let somebody go. Or you finally say, nope, not having that shit. What happens here? What happens here? What's the justice that gets served? The 8 of Swords, being left behind. What are you talking about? Stop fucking, that doesn't make any sense. So what is the justice that's served? Why? The Tower. It's almost like inevitable. It's inevitable that somebody gets left behind on this day. Or that somebody gets hoodwinked or shocked. But this is for your sake. This is justice. Something had to finally end. Okay, make this make sense though. What finally ended? 10 of Wands. Something happens on day 6. That's the straw that breaks the camel's back. It's like once and for all. So something's about to end. I mean, you're going to finally be ready for it to end by the end of this week, but we've got to get that date, that 7th day, to understand how it will resolve. Let's get a moon card first. Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. Just fell out on day 6. Time to give rather than receive. This is rather than take. This is Virgo energy. And then expect powerful change in a situation that it has potential to grow. And then we have a new romantic cycle begins. So something starts over. This is you, Libra. New moon Libra, new moon in Virgo, and a powerful change that happens here emotionally. Oh my God, this is bugging me. I'm so sorry. Please clarify, does a new romantic cycle happen for Libra? Like, how? What are you talking about? Yeah, it happens for you. It's for you. It's happening for you. There's a powerful change. Where's the change here? It's almost like you come back online and you realize your power. You realize that you have to take this situation and make it into what you want. You're the one that's guiding it. You're the one that's taking everything that you have in front of you and making something out of it. You're the one manifesting it. Okay. How does this come about? Poised. You're ready for it. You've been prepared for it. And then, I don't know what happened. We're going to get to the 7th day in the extended. Higher power comes and helps you out. That's what it's saying. So it's somebody else that gets put behind bars. It's somebody else that gets like left behind and it's done with. The higher power is coming to show you like what to let go of, what to choose. And this selection is going to be beautiful for you. Or something that you have been isolated from for a while. No, it's like somebody's coming to bail you out. Let's get an angel card really quick and then go to the extended. That link is in the description box below. I also pin it to the top of the comment section. We absolutely must finish up this 7th day. Let's get to it. Answered prayers. That's a good hint. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. Let's see how it pans out. I will see you guys in the extended. I love you.